Raised in a devout Hindu family, young Mohandas grew up steeped in ideals of truth, tolerance, and nonviolence.
At just 13, following custom, he was married to Kasturba, a Bruda, a bond that would last over 6 decades. As a student, he was famously shy and unremarkable, an ordinary boy who struggled with public speaking. Defying tradition, he set sail for England to study law, a decision that would change the course of history. The journey across the ocean was long and uncertain, carrying him toward an unfamiliar world. He qualified as a barrister and returned home Greenland, but success in India's courts did not come easily. In London, he adapted to Western dress and customs, all while quietly holding on to his own principles. His early legal career faltered. Nervous in court, unsure of his place, he searched for purpose. In 1893, a legal case took him to South Africa, a turning point that would awaken his life's mission. That night in the cold was only the beginning. Across South Africa, he witnessed the daily humiliation faced by Indian immigrants. He founded the Natal Indian Congress, giving a political voice to a community long silenced. From these struggles emerged a new philosophy, satyagraha, the force of truth and non-violent resistance. He founded communal farms, where people of all faiths lived simply together. In 1915, after over 2 decades abroad, he returned to India, no longer a lawyer in a suit, but a man transformed. He traveled the length of India by train, choosing to live among the poorest, to understand their suffering firsthand. In Champaran, he led impoverished indigo farmers in his first great act of civil disobedience against colonial exploitation. In Kheda, he stood again with struggling farmers, proving that peaceful resistance could challenge even the mightiest rulers. He adopted the simple hand-spun khadi cloth, urging Indians to reject foreign goods and reclaim their own economy. In 1919, the massacre at Jallianwala Bagh shocked the nation and hardened his resolve to end British rule. For his defiance, he was arrested and imprisoned, but even behind bars, his influence only grew stronger. Upon his release, he returned to the people, more determined than ever to see India free. He launched the non-cooperation movement, calling on millions of Indians to peacefully resist British institutions. In 1930, he began his most famous act of defiance, a 240-mile march to the sea to defy Britain's salt tax. Day after day, thousands joined his walk, turning a single act of protest into a nationwide movement. At the shore of Dandi, he bent down and picked up a handful of salt, a simple act that shook an empire. News of his defiance spread across the world, and he became an international symbol of peaceful resistance. He traveled to London for the Round Table Conference, negotiating India's future face-to-face with British leaders. In 1942, he launched the Quit India movement, urging every citizen to stand firm until freedom was finally won. He was imprisoned once again, spending years of the war confined, yet the movement for freedom could not be stopped. As independence neared, the country was torn by partition pura, and he walked into the heart of the violence, pleading for peace. He fasted and prayed for unity between Hindus and Muslims, risking his own life to calm a nation on the brink. On the evening of January 30th, 1948, a life devoted entirely to peace came to a sudden and quiet end. The world mourned, but his philosophy of truth and nonviolence would go on to inspire generations of leaders who changed history.